Let's be honest, money rules more of our decisions than we'd like to admit. But here's the catch: it's not math, spreadsheets, or stock charts that truly determine financial success. It's psychology. Your mindset, your habits, and the stories you tell yourself about money every single day. That's the core message of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, a book that flips the script on everything we think we know about wealth, greed, and happiness. This isn't just another finance manual. It's a powerful guide to understanding why we make the money choices we do, even the irrational ones, and how small shifts in thinking can transform your financial future. Whether you're building your first savings account or managing millions, this book shows that mastering money is less about IQ and more about emotional discipline and perspective. Ready to uncover the timeless lessons that can change not only your bank account but your relationship with money itself? Let's dive into the game-changing insights from The Psychology of Money. Welcome to Ease of Education, where knowledge meets clarity and growth begins. We believe true financial freedom starts with the right education. That's why our mission is simple: to bring you deep, meaningful book summaries on the share market that don't just inform, they transform. Our videos may be slightly longer, but that's because we value depth over shortcuts. We focus on giving you the full picture, not just surface-level ideas. No fancy graphics, no unnecessary distractions, just pure, practical wisdom that speaks directly to your goals. Every video is crafted with care to help you build confidence, sharpen your thinking, and take smarter steps toward financial success. Here, it's not just about learning, it's about growing together. Subscribe and let's turn your curiosity into confidence, one book at a time. Your money story is small in the grand scheme, but it controls how you see the world. People do crazy things with money, but no one's crazy. They're just shaped by different times, values, and lessons. Here's the truth: you're not stuck. You can learn. You can grow. Stop regretting. Start rising. Your financial future is yours to create. Now, let's start from first step, that is saving. Let me persuade you to start saving money. This won't take much of your time. But it's a bit strange, isn't it? Should people really need convincing to save? From what I've seen, the answer is yes, many actually do. Once people reach a certain income level, they usually fall into one of three categories: those who save, those who believe they can't, and those who believe they don't have to. What follows is meant for the last two groups. Let's get real about building wealth. It's not about how much you earn or how big your investment returns are. The real game changer: your savings rate. Simple, right? But so easy to overlook. And always remember, spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have money, because wealth is financial assets that haven't yet been converted into stuff you see. Here's the thing: wealth only matters in relation to what you actually need. And once you're earning decently, what you need is often just whatever sits comfortably below your ego. That's why saving money is way more within your control than you might think. And no, you don't need some big, specific reason to save. You save because it buys you freedom. It gives you flexibility. That unseen return, the control over your time and choices, is the real wealth. And in today's world, where uncertainty is everywhere, that hidden return, it's becoming more valuable than ever. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy. Two completely different skills. And mastering both is the real game. See, more than chasing huge returns, what I really want is to be financially unbreakable. Because if I'm unbreakable, if I can survive every storm, I'll actually end up with the biggest returns. Why? Because I'll still be standing when compounding starts to work its magic. Yes, planning matters. But here's the real secret: the most important part of every plan is accepting that it won't go exactly as planned. So, you've got to build with flexibility, ready for the twists and turns. And here's the mindset that makes it all click: a barbell approach. Be wildly optimistic about the long-term future, but at the same time, be paranoid about everything that could trip you up before you get there. That balance? That's how you win. The next step is stay invested for long term. Let's break it down. Over 2,000 books have been written about Warren Buffett, all agreeing that he is one of the greatest investors of all time. Today, his net worth exceeds $100 billion, and remarkably, $84.2 billion of that was earned after he turned 50. While most books highlight his stock-picking skills, only a few reveal Buffett's true secret. It's not just about finding great stocks, but about staying invested consistently over a long period. That's the real engine of his massive wealth. Take Jim Simons, for example, a legendary hedge fund manager who achieved astonishing 66% annual returns, far higher than Buffett's average of 22%. Yet, Simons' net worth is less than half of Buffett's. Why? Because Simons started investing later in life, while Buffett began early and let time work its compounding magic for decades. Had Simons sustained his returns for 70 years, his wealth would have 63 quintillion 900 quadrillion 781 trillion 780 billion $748,160,000. But the clear lesson here is this: time in the market beats timing the market. Buffett's real superpower is patience and persistence, not just stock selection. And when you start your journey, always remember two mantras. First, winning lies at the end of efforts, and second, always attach yourself with broader patterns. Let's understand first mantra, winning lies at end of efforts. Let's understand this with a real-life example. Unlike regular films, Disney's animated movies were expensive to make. At one point, the company owned over 400 characters, but none were performing well. In fact, Disney's first office went bankrupt, and the company was on the verge of collapse. Then came Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It captured hearts worldwide and changed Disney's destiny overnight. In just 6 months, Disney earned $8 million, cleared its debts, and rewarded employees with bonuses. But here's the hidden truth: whenever we admire a famous, profitable, or iconic success story, we overlook the thousands of unseen, failed, and forgotten attempts that came before it. This is exactly how investing works. You might make wrong decisions more than half the time, and still succeed massively. Why? Because even if just a fraction of your investments hit big, they can transform your entire financial future. In the world of finance, a few winning events create extraordinary outcomes. The real difference lies in whether you can stay invested long enough to let those few big wins happen. Second, attach yourself with broader patterns. For this, stop obsessing over individual success stories. Studying extreme cases, like Bill Gates, can mislead you. After all, he was one in 303 million students, lucky enough to attend one of the only schools with a computer in 1968. Success isn't about rare accidents of privilege, it's about patterns. So shift your focus, study broad trends, not outliers. The more common the pattern, the more powerful and actionable it becomes in your own life. That's where real success is built. And make sure to craft your success's image. And don't confuse between money and wealth, because true wealth is freedom. The biggest advantage of becoming wealthy is the freedom it gives you, the freedom to live on your own terms and follow your passions without pressure. Turning your passion into a profession, however, can become a trap. What brings you joy as a hobby can lose its charm when done repeatedly under strict schedules and someone else's control. The author shares how their dream job as an investment banker turned into a nightmare. Despite the high salary and prestige, the toxic work culture, extreme pressure, and loss of control drained their satisfaction. They quit after just a month, realizing the issue wasn't the work itself but the environment and loss of autonomy. In the end, everyone seeks success and happiness, but the common thread in true happiness is control over your own life. Wealth is valuable not for the money, but for the power to choose, to be free, and to stay connected to what you truly love, on your own terms. The psychology of money teaches us that real wealth isn't about flashy numbers, but about patience, humility, and mastering our own instincts. It's a reminder that financial success is a lifelong game of behavior, not brilliance. If you can control your emotions, stay consistent, and play the long game, you're already miles ahead of most. If this summary opened your eyes or gave you that aha moment, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you never miss more powerful insights like this. And if you know someone who could use a fresh perspective on money, and let's be honest, we all do, share this video with them. Let's spread the knowledge and help more people take control of their financial future. And hey, if you're hungry for the next life-changing book, stick around. Up next, we're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, a game plan for building habits that actually stick and transform your life, one small step at a time. You don't want to miss that.